Alright, so this is my first Tuesday without trivia. It's been 3 and some change years. I have a Tuesday night off on my own. I don't know what to do with myself. So I dropped Jonathan off at the airport earlier. Well, I dropped him off to go to the airport. He's got to take the train, take to the bus, take to the plane, to come back home. So he gets to come back home. I don't get to come back home. So, it's really disgusting here. I'm sticky and sweaty all the time. It's really loud because there's a giant AC unit going on in the back. And there's a fan going at all times because there's zero AC in this shithole. So, yeah, I'm really gross. I finally went to the store, finally got food. I haven't cooked any of it yet because it's hot as balls in that kitchen. I'm gonna have to wait until it's like midnight o'clock and throw 3 fans in there. The good thing is, the bed's awesome. Finally got a new bed. The bad thing is, I have no bed frame yet. And so I'm sleeping on the floor on a plastic bag, which isn't the end of the world. But whenever you roll off the bed, it's kind of like you're rolling into one of those bed liners whenever you wet the bed as a kid. And so you step on it and your foot gets all stuck to it, and then it almost feels like you have saran wrap on your foot, but you don't really walk on saran wrap ever. Pig doesn't really have a bed. Pig has a blanket. That was kind of her bed. And you can see it's empty because now that Jonathan is not at the airport, someone has snuck onto the bed and is taking advantage of not getting kicked off right now. So, in about a month she'll have to get over it. But until then, she's got free reign on the bed. Looking around at the rest of this shit. So the walls. Hang tight. So the walls. These walls are fucky. So the walls don't really function as anything except giant concrete layers with paint on them. So I was trying to hang some shit the other day, and you can't see it because it's all covered by the paintings and the pictures and things like that. But I bit like 8 nails, and I'm pretty sure that I just took a giant chunk out of the wall because the whole sheetrocky wall, plastery bullshit paint thing, it totally just like cracked and came off the wall. And it kind of looks like one of those ghetto things you see from the 80s with those really shitty movies. But it's right here in my bedroom, so it's that bad. The door doesn't actually shut. That kind of sucks. What else kind of sucks? Oh, my floor is uneven. My carpet's uneven. So, everything kind of wobbles a little bit, or it leans a little bit. I have a giant thing that I believe is what the heat's going to be coming out of eventually. So lucky me. The pipe thing, I believe, is also connected to some kind of heat water thing. I'm sure I'll find out as that's going on. Cool thing is my ceilings are really high. I can't reach my ceilings, but I can reach every single light and fan switch in this place. So I don't have to worry about being too short. The kitchen, all the cabinets on the other hand, it's a totally different ballgame. What else? Oh, my hair. My hair is a hot mess because with no AC, I'm sweating all the time, so my hair is extra sticky and extra frizzy and extra disgusting. I really don't have anything else to add except that at Costco, I kind of met some of the biggest dipshits of all time. So there was this man with his wife, and they were walking down the aisle, and they kept getting separated, which wasn't a big deal. That's what husbands and wives do. They're probably like in their 50s, 60s. And so, I guess up here, it's okay to be obnoxious and just kind of yell whenever you want, which I guess at the same time I kind of do that, but I don't do it in the middle of Costco. And so there's this woman who keeps walking up and down the aisles, and she's got the basket, because she's the woman, of course, she's pushing the basket. And so he's walking around, he's looking at all this stupid shit. I think he was looking at, like, the life vests, which were by the bread for some reason. So, he's looking at the life vest, and she starts yelling for him. She's like, "Rah! Rah!" And so she's yelling him. I can't think of what his name was, but it literally sounded like some pterodactyl was screaming some bullshit from, like, 3 aisles down. And he hears her, and I can see him hearing her. And he chooses to ignore her, which means that she continues to yell for him. So after she's yelling for him, and he's ignoring her, she finally comes over, and she's at the life vest thing, and he's still looking at life vests, and I don't know why, because maybe they're going to go to the lake or something, but as far as I know, he doesn't look like he needs to be swimming. She definitely doesn't look like she needs to be swimming, and if they have little chitlins running around, they probably shouldn't be swimming either. So he has this life vest on, and he's just fucking around with it, and she comes over, and she starts just, like, bitching at him, just, like, straight up bitching at him, like, where have you been? Don't you know I've been yelling for you, blah, blah, blah. We gotta get out of here. You know, it's hot, blah, blah, blah. And he's over there, and he turns around, and he just looks at her, and he straight up just, like, dads her wearing this life vest, and he just smiles with the hands on his hips and looks at her, and is like, vest on and everything. And I'm just kind of spectating because I have nothing else to do. I'm going to come back here and melt my face off, so I might as well stand in Costco where it's a little bit cooler. And so it's one of those moments where everything's ridiculous, and this woman is like straight up obnoxious bitch. But it was hilarious because he trolled her. He straight trolled her. I think that's about the only exciting thing that happened today. I'm hoping to maybe finally get to go find a gym. Maybe mostly. I did go look at bikes today. Might buy a bike tomorrow. Consulted a couple of friends who know a couple of things about bikes, and they said, don't be stupid, but make sure to protect your noggin, wearing helmets, and apparently bikes are super expensive, and that's an okay thing, but bikes are really expensive. Like, holy shit. Like, I walked in there, it was a bike that almost cost as much as a car. For a bike, which has like half the wheels, no engine, 2 pedals, and you are the only thing that's going to make that thing move. So, I will become my own vehicular probably within the next week. And, yeah, no trivia tonight. I miss you guys. But, I think this might be a fun thing because there's some crazy bullshit that you might not want to miss. And so, maybe I'll keep doing this. Maybe not. But anyway, Pig's gonna keep doing this until Jonathan comes back next month. So, later, taters.